First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They were trying to get the screen set up, but it just took a little too long to develop.
Yeah, and the quarterback's supposed to, invite those guys to run upfield on a screen pass, but they got to him so fast he couldn't get rid of the football, and they got the sack.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. On the run, it's Sanders. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. The Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So the Uconn Huskies offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They go right back to it. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. The short hands, it's Porter. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. And the Huskies brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Hansen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. And the Lobos decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly on the move. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Looking for room, it's Sanders. Still on his feet at the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Dampier, using his feet to buy time. The Lobos are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Going with the ground game left. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The inside handoff. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards, he gets it down to the 20. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Trying to impose their will with the run. And it's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. to the air. It's McDonald.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase and bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
Uconn will have to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Sanders. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running the red zone, it's Sanders. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there are so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes, Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
They move the tight end all over. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go.
10. Uconn, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Uconn offense goes back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab outside. It's Hansen. Uconn will have to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Lobos are marching down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for a gap. It's Sanders. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Uconn going back to work on offense. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Huskies. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Uconn offense goes back to work. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Back to pass, it's McDonald. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. He's going to pass. They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down leaves them in 2nd and manageable. Uconn is now threatening in the red zone. He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Got his man on the right. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out fast. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Lets it fly. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. It's good. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll pull it down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Complete downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an entertaining first half, and always such a fun and vibrant environment there in Birmingham at the Birmingham Bowl. And a really competitive game so far. I'm talking razor-thin margins in the big statistical categories. And while it may be a broken record, turnovers are the name of the game. The team that limits them, the ones that win that turnover margin, generally speaking, are the ones that have the best chance to get that dub. With that, let's send it back to Reese and the fellas for the second half of the Birmingham Bowl.
The Lobos will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Uconn going back to work on offense. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. Two very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, start off the second half, David, they need to put something together, really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
First down here for the offense. And off to Jones. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the air, it's Dampier. They're trying to get to it. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. It is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
New Mexico, 13, Uconn, 10.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Uconn offense goes back to work. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Uconn will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. Using his legs, it's Sanders. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Lobos are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll try the run. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? And the Lobos will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Hands it off. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
New Mexico, 16, Uconn, 10.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Uconn going back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Makes a connection. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. A new set of downs after the completion. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Uconn will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Bringing it back, it's Jacobs. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Extending the play. Still on his feet at the 45. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation. And a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to make a bigger play and run through somebody big and get yourself hurt.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Trying to get to him. Setting up the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Lobos are rolling down the field. They're going back to the ground. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And off to Jones. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And the Lobos will line it up on 1st and 10. He's got it down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Lobos!
Man, it's one thing to get a few yards and, see quarterbacks slide. This guy gets to the 2nd level, and he's got the speed to run away from DBs, to make people look silly. It's so nice having such a dynamic weapon at your quarterback position.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
24, Uconn, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Uconn offense goes back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Hand off from the shotgun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Robinson.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal touch. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Uconn will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete. A huge pickup. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. He looks that one in nicely. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
And first down for the offense.
They'll go to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And off to Jones. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team out there getting set. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Uconn going back to work on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. After the incompletion, looking at second down. Looking to throw, it's McDonald.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Lobos are in the red zone. Now they'll try the right side. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll go to the air. He caught it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! And the beatdown has ensued.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Uconn offense goes back to work. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bell. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Looking to move it through the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's McDonald. Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tackle is made after the 1st down. This Uconn offense really has it going. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Porter. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Uconn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Give to the running back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.